Hello everyone, welcome back to Nick's Happy Place. Today I am super excited to tell you about Popeyes Chicken new dill pickle menu. Yes, you heard me correctly, a dill pickle menu. First of all, you get deep fried pickles. Look at that. Pickle chips. Then, the next thing you get are a dill pickle glazed boneless wings. These also come in bone-in. When I'm in my car, of course, I definitely always go with the boneless, a little easier. So those are dill pickle glazed boneless wings. And the last but not least, which is going to be the most odd and interesting, I think, dill pickle lemonade. Yes, dill pickle lemonade. And I was going to do my Little Nicky voice for this, because I'm Nick. If you ever watch the Adam Sandler movie, Little Nicky, he loves Popeye's chicken. And he talks kind of like this, get in the flask. I know, it's a horrible impersonation, but most of you guys are probably like, what the heck is he talking about? But anyways, I'm just going to dig in here. I'm actually pretty darn hungry today. So I had a dentist appointment down here in Green Bay, so I figured I would hit up some goods. This is one thing I've really wanted to try. Deep fried pickles are deep fried pickles. I guess there's nothing too crazy about them. But to get them at a Popeyes chicken is interesting. As far as these go, I wish they were cooked a little more, like a little crispier. Because the breading, they're kind of like really like flimsy in that. When it comes to deep fried stuff, you gotta have it crispy. Taste-wise, I guess the breading's decent on them. The breading doesn't add a whole lot to the flavor. I mean, mainly the pickle, of course, is what's coming through. So there's number one. Not bad. Not bad at all. The one thing I wish they would have done, though, is given me a fork. As knowing I'm going to have to be digging up messy wings here, would have been nice to have a fork to go in there. But these look nice. Little lack of coverage in the bottom corner down here. But, as you can see, looks pretty decent coverage otherwise. Nice. Good. That's a good size boneless wing there. That's nice and plump. Let's see what we got going in here. That is a nice piece of chicken. That's a good, not sure how it's going to focus. There we go. That is, yeah, really nice piece of chicken. Crispy stuff was pretty decent on them. As far as the dill pickle flavor, I'm not sure what I'm getting off of that. I thought it would be more of like a straight up dill pickle, but there is something, there's a little heat behind it too. Interesting. What I'm gonna do, you won't even know I'm gone. I'm gonna hit the pause button. I'm gonna research what exactly this is, and I'll be right back. So, you don't even know I'm gone. Watch. See that? You didn't even know I was gone. But basically what it is when I looked it up, it just says, it doesn't give a whole entire definition. It just says it's a sweet and spicy glaze with a little bit of tang. And I guess that is one good way to describe it. It's not a full, I was expecting to be more of like a full in-your-face pickle flavor, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting something else there. There is a touch of heat, but it's not bad, actually. I think they have a pretty good balance here between the heat and the flavor, because it does have an interesting flavor. You get a little touch of the pickle, you get a little bit of sweetness, a little touch of tang, and then it has a little bit of heat. So I actually think these are pretty darn good. And these are cooked nicely too. Like I said, that's some nice chicken. I don't get Popeyes too often, because when I come to Green Bay, there's so many options out there. unless they have something here that I won't need to try. I don't get Popeyes as much as I should. But anyways, as far as this goes, though, these are cooked beautifully. The crisp is nice on them. Like I said, that's a nice piece of chicken there. And that flavor, it's really tough to put into words. I mean, you do got, yeah, I got, like I said, you got a touch of a pickle, and the heat is a nice burn. It's not like, you know, a melts on fire burn. You got a nice subtle burn going on there. It's not overly hot, but it does have that heat in there. I actually like these ones. These are actually pretty darn good. I would probably get these again even. And the pickle's not in your face either. It's not over the top pickle. You can taste the pickle. You got a lot more going on there. Yeah. I can live with those. Now, the part now that I've been eating here, I need a nice refreshing lemonade to soothe my heat in my mouth. This is going to be interesting. And I'm sure it's probably not going to be overly powered pickle. I wouldn't imagine that they would do that to people. But here we go. And this also comes in, I got the iced one, but it also comes in like a blended one. You get like a frozen blended dill pickle lemonade also. But I went with the iced one since I'm eating. It's more normal for my meal. Yeah, and that, yeah, those wings, it's like even after you eat them, it's like you got that nice little flow going there with the burn. And that flavor kind of lingers around in your mouth there. So that's interesting. But as far as the drink goes, here we go. Wow. Now that is something. I didn't think there's going to be a whole lot of pickle flavor in here, but there's a lot of pickle flavor in here. This is interesting. And I wonder what they use for the pickle flavor. I wonder if they're actually mixing pickle juice in this. But they can't do that unless they have a couple shots or something they give in there. But that is one of the more interesting drinks I've ever had in my life. That is because you got the lemonade, and then you got the pickle. The pickle kind of overpowers a little bit, but you still got the lemonade in there. It's like if you're drinking pickle juice and lemonade mixed together. Because that is there's no distinction in that one. I mean, that pickle slaps you in the face when you eat this. Or I mean, eat this. When you drink this, like I said, it slaps. It's pure pickle. And then you can, once you break it apart, when you sit here and then you can kind of get the lemony part of it, but the pickle is the main flavor that you get out of this. This is uniquely interesting. Is this something that will quench my thirst on a hot day if I reach for one of these? It's like unnatural. I don't know what to say. They delivered. I think Popeyes really delivered on this meal. This drink is definitely a unique pickly drink. It's definitely interesting to try. If you like pickles, you would probably love this. It's uniquely good, actually. It's just so strange that it's just so pickly. They got that. That's a darn good drink there, honestly. But now to circle back here and get my final thoughts in. As far as the pickle chips, this is actually, they gave quite a few chips in there, pickles in this. This is actually a nice full box. They're packed in there pretty good. As far as the cost on these, I don't know what a breakdown is individually. I went with the combo. The combo is $11.79, which gets you this. It gets you this. The drink comes in one size. You can't get a small, medium, or large. So you get the fries, you get this, and then you also, of course, get your 6-piece of the wings, either in bone-in or boneless. The bone-in would have been interesting, but like I said, I'm in my car. I could have went in there, but then how do I film? One day I'll get the courage to do this just to set my camera up inside and start eating inside of a place and make a video. One of my friends said, and I've thought about this before, but my friend Jason out there, you're probably watching, I'll give you the credit there. But he said that I should do it like some people do, and they'll film going through the drive-thru, which I know that a lot of the food people I watch too do the same thing. They'll actually film themselves going through the drive-thru. If you guys would like to see that in the video, if that add more to the video, let me know, and maybe I can work on it. Like I said, it'd be kind of awkward. I know they kind of hide the camera. I don't know how I would do it, or I just worry that they would have a problem with me filming them, you know. But if I kind of hide it, they're not going to know. But, you know. But would that be something you guys would like to see? A little more content, a little different, mixing things up with the video? Or would that be something I'd be like, just cut to the chase and show me the food already? But if you want to leave a comment below, let me know what your thoughts are on it. If you would like that or not like it. Maybe I'll work it in there. That's a great idea on his part to tell me. So thank you, Jason. And otherwise, it's always good to get input. I mean, I do my thing here when I make my videos, and I just do what I do. So sometimes people throw ideas out there, and sometimes it's like, I didn't think about that, But you guys watching, if there's something I could do to improve my videos, let me know. It's always good to hear. I always take input. So if there's something I can do to make it better, that'd be great. But now to get to my final thoughts on these. The pickles themselves, like I said, I wish they were a little crisper. Like I said, they're pretty flimsy. I know it's a pickle. And sometimes when you get deep fried pickles, that's what you get. So, I mean, I can understand to a point. But like I said, I just wish I had a little more crisp to it. The breading doesn't have a whole lot. Let me try this here. Let me do this. It's really hard to judge the breading on there with, when it's all together. I'm not sure if they're using their chicken breading on there or what. Doesn't have a whole lot of like zing to it. I wish they put a little more flavor in the breading itself. I suppose they're probably counting on the flavor of the pickle to kind of give you that thing, rather. So they're probably like, well, we don't have to flavor up your breading. But they're pickles. Deep fried pickles, not bad. As far as the pickles go, crisper would have made them better. They're not bad. If you like deep fried pickles, you like them. I'll give the pickles themselves, I'll give them like an 8. Just kind of in between there. I've had better pickles. I know it's at a fast food place. So, I mean, I guess I can't expect the world there. But I'll give the pickles like an 8. They're decent. They would fill your needs. As far as the wings go, let me dig up a little guy here. Most of them are pretty big for the most part. Pretty solid sized wings. I did get a couple little guys in there to kind of offset it, I guess. But these are cooked beautifully. Crispiness on point. That breading is pretty good. As far as the seasoning in there, or the sauce. Those are unique. And I kind of like the whole idea that they did the whole, multiple menu items for pickle. They have a pickle sandwich also you can get. But I went with the wings. That way you get a good hit right on them. Yeah, they knocked it out of the park as far as cooking these. These are beautiful. Even without the sauce, if I was eating them plain, dipping them in barbecue sauce or whatever, I'd be enjoying these right now. As far as the sauce goes, like I said, it's unique. It's like if you're a sauce person, me traditionally, I'm more of a barbecue person. When it comes to wings, give me a barbecue, bourbon barbecue, teriyaki, Caribbean jerk, Jamaican jerk, whatever you call it. Let me dip in there, and then I'm happy. I don't need no ranches, or sometimes garlic parmesan and is okay, and like honey mustard. But this sauce on here is uniquely good. Gives just enough pickle flavor, and it mixes in the other elements, so it's not like, oh, geez, it's a pickle thing. Yeah, and a little touch of heat is nice. I actually enjoy these. And like I said, the chicken is cooked beautifully. If these were cooked any other way, maybe it wouldn't be so good, but with that crispiness on there and that white meat, that is some beautiful chicken. They did a darn good job down here. As far as rating these, I'll give this it's uniquely good. I'll give it a 9. Solid 9 on these. Definitely worth trying. I guess if you gotta like pickle, though. If you don't like pickle, you're gonna be, this whole menu would not work for you. But these are good. I would actually get these again. Interesting. Now, going back to this guy, my pickle lemonade. That is so strange. I'm trying to put in to come up with my number in my head, what I would rate this. I mean, if you're craving a pickle drink, this drink will totally satisfy your needs there. This is good, but it's kind of tough because for what it is, they nailed it. They nailed this drink. This is a darn good drink. It's a pickle lemonade, exactly what it is. It's, a good amount of pickle in there. I wasn't expecting that much pickle. I thought it was going to be more lemonade-y with a little touch of pickle, but this is, like I said, that pickle flavor slaps you in the face. As far as is it any good? I like pickle. I'm not like I love pickle, I got a pickle on everything, but I enjoy pickles. It's kind of weird, though, eating with your meal, having a pickle-flavored drink. As far as, like, a ratingness goes, I got to try to be fair with it because it is awkward. It's hard to rate awkward items sometimes because I can rate this for what it is, and then you may get it and take a drink and be like, oh, gosh, that's horrible. But it is what it is. It is dill pickle. And it is a lemonade. So, I guess to not keep running around here in circles here as far as giving us a number, honestly, I may get this. If I was like cruising through town and I wasn't eating, and I wanted to drink something, I would get this. It's just kind of awkward drinking it with your meal, though. That's kind of the weird thing. Well, actually, lemonade overall, though, drinking with a meal is kind of odd. To me it is anyways. But throwing pickle in there. As far as ratingness goes, I'll tell you what. I'm going to give this, because it is what it is, what they say it is, and it actually tastes good, I'm going to give this a 9.3. Yep, a 9.3. In saying that, you would have to like dill pickle to drink this because that is what you're getting. Wonderful taste in here. Hopefully, if you get it, they'd make it the same way as this one because this is a delicious drink with the pickle in it. I wasn't expecting to like this too much. I thought I was going to drink it and be like, oh. But this is actually pretty darn good. Like I said, you may not agree with me, you may drink it, but I appreciate it for what it is. I appreciate the fact that they nailed the flavor on there. They did a wonderful job with it. And this Popeyes chicken did good. Other than my deep fried pickles needing to be a little more cooked, the chicken was beautiful and everything was delicious. So, good job, Popeyes. Otherwise, I am going to let you guys go. Let me know your thoughts on this. If you guys have tried this already, let me know your comments. If you guys are excited to try it, if you're like, what the heck, I'm not trying that. Let me know your thoughts. It's always interesting to get input from you guys, especially on something like this too. If I try food, what are your thoughts? If you're going to drink that lemonade and be like, wow, what the heck is he thinking? He's on drugs. But I appreciate for what it is. That's where my review comes from there. But otherwise, I will let you guys go. I'm going to go finish my pickle chips and my wings and drink the rest of my lemonade, and I'm going to have a good day, do some more shopping down here in Green Bay. Otherwise, I will let you guys go. Have a great day. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.